I've given over 1,000 keynotes over the last 20 years. And the one thing that every audience is craving, it's not another app. They're craving human connection. People aren't just attending conferences to get information. They're attending conferences to make connections with people who matter. With our focus on technology and productivity, we've gotten very good at being efficient. In fact, we've created an entire society of efficient strangers. People can work together. They can get the work done, but they really aren't having that human-to-human connection that is so fundamental for what it is to be a whole person. And people are using social media to collect connections the way they connect baseball cards. Social media promised that it was going to bring us closer together, and what it delivered was more distance. Here's the one thing we're not talking about, and that is that AI cannot replace relationships. I call it human interaction, HI, that is so important in an AI-driven world. As everything gets automated, it's harder and harder for people to show up for each other as people. Connections are becoming more rare, and things that are rare become more valuable. The people who are going to win aren't the people who are the most automated. They're the people who are the most connected. And I don't mean LinkedIn connected. I'm not talking about a like, a link, a share, or a follow. I'm talking about building relationships that are based on trust and understanding. And the antidote for all of this is to be a deliberate human. Efficient strangers can expand their networks, but only a deliberate human can make it deep and meaningful. When I speak at a conference, I kick it off by letting everybody know that there's going to be a lot of great learning and a lot of great experiences, but the most important thing of why they're in the room is the people who are sitting around them. The connections that they can make in that room can change their entire life. It's about human connections. And if all we're doing is planning events around an agenda, it gets stale. But if we're planning an event around people, it becomes exciting, memorable, and people will want to come back next year. In a world that is racing towards artificial intelligence, the smartest thing that you can do if you're planning an event is invest in human connection.